It has been an exciting journey on the Roundtable Talk. We have featured a host of high-profile individuals such as cabinet ministers, permanent secretaries, directors, and a host of other high-profile guests. As we proceed with the Roundtable Talk, we would like to announce that it is now going mainstream. Yes, you heard me right. Going forward, the Roundtable Talk will be broadcast on Millennium TV, Channel 95 on the Topstar decoders, on YouTube, and as always on Smart Eagle's Facebook page. Join me every Thursday at 15:30 hours as I bring to you more and more exciting guests for more information, entertainment, and education. I'm Nakiwe Simpungwe, your host. She is an emergency medicine physician and a global health consultant for agencies such as USAID, UNICEF, and the World Health Organization. Her name is Dr. Mwenya Kasonde, and she is gracing the Roundtable Talk for this Tuesday's edition. Dr. Kasonde, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nakiwe. How are you?
I'm great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. It's indeed a pleasure to have you. How is the UK this afternoon?
It's okay. We are still on lockdown, but nonetheless, we carry on.
Yeah, absolutely. We are now living life in the new normal. I mean, a couple of months ago, I was only doing interviews, with my guests in studio, and I didn't know that I would soon have to be doing it on virtually. But I think it's a beautiful thing. What do you think?
Absolutely. I mean, these are changing times.
Yeah.
We embrace the changes. It's great to be able to join you from the UK. I'm sure we wouldn't have thought of this, this time last year or over a year ago when the pandemic started. So it's a great opportunity.
Absolutely, great stuff indeed. And, but a couple of months ago, you were also joining us for the World Communication Forum, again from the United Kingdom. And I took an opportunity to, attend your master class. And you are, apart from being a doctor, you're also a communication expert, Doc. So I begin to wonder, what don't you do? You are a jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, master of none. No, I think we are all master of none. We're all communication experts, Nakiwi. I think communication is just such an important part of life. Life really is about relationships, and relationships are defined by the way that we communicate. So we are all experts in communication.
Great stuff. Now, Doc, I always like to, ask my guests, because, the Roundtable Talk is really a high-profile show, and we always host people that are really high-profile, such as yourself. So I always begin by asking for my guests to tell me a little bit about themselves for the benefit of the viewers that are watching, young people out there, in this instance, young girls who are watching you, who would also want to be a Dr. Mwenya Kasonde in future. I always begin by asking for my guests to just bring us up to, speed on how they became. So who is Dr. Kasonde? Firstly,
Well, as you know, my name is Kasonde. My background is emergency and trauma medicine. I was born in Zambia, but we actually moved. We've lived a little bit everywhere. We lived in Geneva, and I lived in England for some time before studying in Ireland. So I did my medical education in Ireland, in Dublin, um, and then worked as an emergency physician for a few years, and was actually called back to the Ministry of Health. It was 2018, I believe. The former minister asked me to come back to set up this new directorate of global health. And that's where my career took a change. It took a very exciting turn, I have to say. I embarked on this new journey in global health that I am now on, which has also taken me around the world. So this is where I am now.
Great stuff. Now, emergency medicine, you know, there's some of us only know, oh, medical doctor, and that's it. But there's a lot of components to medicine, you know, being a doctor, physicians, whatnot. Could you just tell us what exactly emergency medicine is?
Sure. So emergency and trauma medicine is essentially the study of acute illness. So what I mean by acute, it's something that happens suddenly. My own real specialty is trauma. Well, it used to be trauma before I moved on to global health. But trauma is an interesting element of medicine because it's the only illness really that happens suddenly. So you're fine 1 minute and then perhaps you get into a car accident or some sort of an accident and then suddenly you're unwell. So it's a very, very sudden change that happens. So my specialty is dealing with those sudden illnesses and those acute illnesses.
Great stuff. So I conclude that it's the same kind of medicine that people go to study, for instance, in Zambia for 7 years or 6 years now. You know, it has been reduced to 6 years.
Yes, it's the same medicine, but emergency and trauma is a bit of more specialized field than general medicine. So it is the same medicine, but it's a slightly more specialized area which deals with more acute illnesses. But now I'm in global health, and I'm loving this branch of medicine as well.
Great stuff. Now, so you talk about global health, and you know, it sounds so big. Global health. What? For a layman such as myself and my viewers, what exactly is global health, Doc?
So global health is exciting, Nakiwe. It's a relatively new branch of medicine. I think the one thing that the last, year or so has taught us is that diseases don't need visas. Huh? Diseases travel, whether we like it or not. Uh,
Yeah.
we, and we now need to take a more broad perspective to healthcare and to health systems. So I'm sure you've heard about public health. Public health deals with the health of the public within a specific geographic context, in a specific country mostly. Global health takes it slightly further in terms of dealing with the health of the public around the world and dealing with the different relationships that we have with each other as different countries and as far as healthcare is concerned.
Great stuff. Now, what component of global health are you doing right now?
So I'm involved in a few different ventures and elements of global health. So as you know, I currently work as an independent global